Guys, did Jungkook just drop the clearest signal we've ever seen, and somehow we all missed how big it actually is? No, seriously, pause for a second and think about it. Because what just happened has the entire fandom spiraling, questioning, analyzing, replaying clips over and over again like detectives trying to solve something way bigger than it looks on the surface. And if you're part of this community, you already know nothing Jungkook does is ever just random. So the real question is, was this just another casual moment? Or was this a message? A real one? A clear one? And why, out of everything, does it seem like it all points back to Jimin? Okay, let's rewind for a second, because this didn't just come out of nowhere. You know how sometimes there are moments that feel small when they happen, but then suddenly they blow up? That's exactly what we're dealing with right now. Jungkook recently appeared in a way that felt different. Not loud, not dramatic, not even obvious at first glance, but subtle, intentional, and for those who really pay attention, almost impossible to ignore. The way he spoke, the way he reacted, even the timing, it all created this quiet tension that fans immediately picked up on. And once that spark hit the fandom, it spread like wildfire. Now here's where things start getting intense. Fans didn't just react, they analyzed. Every word, every glance, every tiny detail was dissected. And somehow almost every path led to one name, Jimin. And that's when things got really, really interesting. Because this isn't the first time these two have been at the center of attention. Not even close. But this time felt different. This time felt clearer. Almost like Jungkook wasn't even trying to hide it anymore. Or maybe he didn't feel the need to. And let's be real for a moment, guys. In this fandom, we've seen everything. We've seen theories, edits, moments taken out of context, and fans connecting dots that may or may not exist. But every once in a while, something hits differently. Something feels real. And this moment, it hit hard because it didn't feel forced. It didn't feel exaggerated. It felt natural, and that's exactly why it shook everyone. But wait, before we go deeper, I need you to think about this. What if Jungkook actually knew exactly what he was doing? What if this wasn't accidental at all? Because when you look at his history, his personality, the way he communicates, the way he interacts, he's not careless. He's thoughtful. He's aware. So if he did send a signal, then why now? Why at this moment? And why in a way that's subtle enough to deny, but strong enough to be felt by millions? This is where the emotional side of the fandom starts to kick in. Because for some fans, this moment was exciting, like finally seeing something they've believed in for a long time. For others, it was confusing. And for some, it was overwhelming. Because when something feels this personal, this close to the heart, it's not just about entertainment anymore. It's about connection. And that's what makes this situation so powerful. Now, let's talk about the reaction. Because honestly, Gijur doesn't even begin to describe it. Social media exploded. Comments flooded in. Edits started appearing within minutes. And suddenly, everyone had an opinion. Some were convinced, absolutely convinced, that this was Jungkook's way of expressing something deeper. Others were more cautious, reminding everyone not to jump to conclusions. But even those who tried to stay neutral couldn't ignore the energy of the moment. And here's the crazy part. No matter which side you're on, you felt something. Whether it was excitement, disbelief, curiosity, or even frustration, you felt it. And that's exactly what keeps this conversation alive. Because it's not just about what Jungkook did, it's about how it made the entire community react. But let's not forget Jimin in all of this. Because if Jungkook's signal is being interpreted as something meaningful, then what does that mean for Jimin? Is he aware of it? Was he part of it? Or is this all happening from one side while the other remains silent? And honestly, that silence, it might be the loudest part of this entire situation. Because sometimes what isn't said speaks even louder than what is. And this is where things start to blur between reality and interpretation. Because as fans, we're always trying to understand, to connect, to find meaning in the moments we're given. But at the same time, we have to remember that not everything is meant to be explained. Some things are just felt. And maybe that's exactly what Jungkook wanted. Not a statement, not a confirmation, just a feeling. But still, you can't deny it. There was something there. Something that made people stop scrolling. Something that made fans go, "Wait, did that really just happen?" And once that thought enters your mind, it's hard to let go of it. You start replaying the moment, watching it again, looking for clues. And before you know it, you're fully invested. And let's be honest, guys, that's what makes this fandom so powerful. The passion, the attention to detail, the emotional connection, it's on another level. And moments like this, they remind us why we care so much in the first place. Because it's not just about music. It's about the people, the relationships, the stories we build around them. But here's the question that everyone keeps coming back to. Was this intentional? Did Jungkook really mean to send a clear signal specifically about Jimin? Or are we seeing what we want to see? And maybe, just maybe, the truth lies somewhere in between. Because sometimes signals don't need to be fully understood to have an impact. Sometimes they're just enough to spark something, and that spark is what keeps everything alive. And right now, that spark is burning bright. The conversation isn't slowing down. If anything, it's getting bigger. More theories, more discussions, more emotions. And every new perspective adds another layer to the story. It's like we're all watching something unfold in real time, trying to piece it together as it happens. But no matter what you believe, whether you think this was a real signal, a coincidence, or just another moment blown out of proportion, one thing is clear. Jungkook has everyone's attention. Again. And not just casually, completely. Fully. Emotionally invested. So now I want to ask you, what do you think? Was this really Jungkook opening up in his own subtle way? Was this about Jimin? Or are we all just caught up in the intensity of the moment? Because in this community, every opinion matters. Every perspective adds to the story. And honestly, that's what makes this so exciting. But before you go, don't just keep your thoughts to yourself. Drop them in the comments. I want to see what you guys are thinking, your theories, your reactions, your feelings about everything that just happened. And if this moment got you as curious and emotional as it did for so many others, don't forget to hit that like button.